Hey, what's going on YouTube? Living Proof Films back with another video. Been asked a couple times, what kind of camera should I get? Different kind of cameras out there, all over YouTube. Photographers, videographers, people shooting music videos, people shooting weddings, people shooting all kinds of stuff. So it's kind of hard to decide what kind of camera you should get. And a lot of these are really pricey. So I'm just gonna go over 5 different cameras just that I randomly picked. Couple that I've actually tried myself, and we're just gonna go over some of the videos. I've just picked like 5 different music videos shot with 5 different cameras. All of them are cost effective. They're gonna be light on your pockets, all under $1,000, and we'll talk about a little bit why you should pretty much start thinking more about investing more money into your lenses and stop thinking so much about the cameras. So the first video that we're going to get into is the Canon 70D. I'm going to leave all the links for all these videos down in the description below so you can give credit to these people who actually shot these videos. So this one right here is the Canon 70D.
Can't eat with me if you ain't feel this pain, ayy. Tay just caught the heat and hit a stain. Now I got a stain. You ain't from me, you ain't from the lane, ayy. She like where you at, I'm with the gang, ayy. You can't eat with me if you ain't feel this pain, ayy. Tay just caught the heat and hit a stain. Now I got a stain. You ain't from me, you ain't from the lane, ayy. She like where you at, I'm with the gang, ayy. Man, I want the money, man, I need the fame, ayy. Tired of sticking up, it got kinda late, ayy. Tired of jugging from him, I want my own chain, ayy. Baby, you my side, you is not my main, ayy. You ain't
Okay, so I'm just gonna stop it right there because we're gonna be going through a couple of different videos. But yeah, this one right here looks clean, man. If you'll notice with a lot of these videos, it's not necessarily the camera, it's the lens that they're using, and a lot of it is how they're shooting the video. Are they using a gimbal? Are they using handheld? How is their color grading and all the effects and everything else that they throw up in the video? There's a lot of little minor tweaks that you can do, especially when it comes to music videos, to make everything look so much better, even if you're recording with something such as like a cell phone. So let's go ahead and go to the next one. That was the Canon 70D. This one is actually one of my favorites. The Canon T2i. So I had a Canon T6i, and this video right here is what inspired me to get the Canon T6i when I first started getting into all this camera stuff.
I hope you understand me. Have you ever had so many disbelievers trying to get through to all of them? The haters, the egos, the liars, the cheaters. If you shut up and listen, they gon' be loving you. But if you stand up and fight, they had enough of you. This one's for you. Ladies, we got a lot to prove. Show them, yeah, there's no delaying.
Alright, so that's good. I like the whole look of that video right there. And like I said, it's a lot about color grading and exactly how you're shooting the video. There's some of the main key points on making your footage, everything that you're doing, that much more professional. Work on your skill set. That's one of the biggest things that you can possibly do. Work on your skill set, get that up to par. Choose something like this along this list, and you'll go really far really fast. Let's go ahead and go to the next one. T6i, Canon T6i. This is actually one of the videos that I shot.
Did you violate it? Yeah. Yeah. Shit, I'm only human, we all make mistakes. I got the world on my shoulders, that's a lot of weight. Put me in the fire, wouldn't budge or wouldn't break. Shit, I'm feeling like a king, I'm here to overtake. I build and destroy, that's how I formulate. You gotta know the ledge, cause knowledge is the way. I can feel it getting closer each and every day. That's why I'm on my grind, cause I got what it takes. I can't take no days off, work and hope it pays off. It's something inside of me, I swear it keeps on driving me. That's why I keep on striving, Jesus, that's my only option. See, I got God watching me, you haters ain't no stopping me. I be on my job, I be working hard, cause success is all I want. See, I don't stunt, I don't flaunt, pull that liquor, roll that blunt. I'm just trying to ease my mind, looking for another like me.
Alright, that was actually one of the first couple of videos that I ever shot, and that was with the Canon T6i. I was just getting into color grading, different angles, and I was actually using the fly cam for steady footage on that. Let's go ahead and go to the next one. This is the Sony a6000. I would definitely recommend Sony, man. Canon is, I believe, superior maybe in the end, but it's super expensive. You have to spend a lot of money on Canon for like the really good cameras. But like I showed you just with that Canon 70D, that looked good. Canon T2i, Canon T6i, those all looked good. Sony a6000. Let's go ahead and check this out. That's the Sony a6000. This camera right here, I believe it's like, you can get it for like around 500 bucks. Definitely check on Amazon and eBay, and you can find yourself a really good deal. That right there looked awesome. The only thing with the Sony a6000 that is kind of a letdown, in my opinion, is well, no in-camera stabilization, and picture profiles are limited. But I mean, this right here looks awesome. I mean, you just got to know what you're doing. It's all about the skill set, man. Let's go ahead and jump to the Sony a6300. And again, this is another video that I shot.
How you doing? Can I get the tropical fusion? Yeah, that one right there.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sony a6300. This is still one of my favorite videos. I like that eye effect. You saw the eye effect, zooming in on the eye. This is dope. That's what I'm talking about. It's all about your skill set, getting creative, figuring out what works and what doesn't, and just stop worrying about the cameras. I have a huge problem with that as well, trying to always upgrade from camera to camera to camera. But at the end of the day, you can clearly see right here that a lot of this stuff looks great, especially that Sony a6000. I think that opening scene with this dude walking through the trees, it looks almost like a real movie, man. So it's just about your skill set, your color grading, and everything that you can do as a creator to make things look good. What I was gonna also say is lenses. So one thing that I wasn't aware about when I first got into this whole entire thing was you're gonna be spending more on lenses than you are the camera. So just know that right up front. If you really want if you're gonna be serious about it, you're gonna spend more money on the lenses than you are the camera, unless you're buying some crazy expensive camera. But if you're getting something like this, it's like under $1,000, just know that you're going to be spending quite a bit on lenses. If you want that shallow depth of field, you know, the blurry background, that's all the lens. That's not the camera. You may have to make sure that you get a fast lens. If you have a nice low aperture, that's what gives you that nice cinematic look with the blurry backgrounds, not the camera. And that's something that you need to be aware of. So yeah, guys, I hope this is an eye-opener for you. You know, don't get so caught up in, you know, I got to get the best camera that's out there, and, you know, get caught up with following somebody who's online and seeing what kind of material that they're dropping, because at the end of the day, it's all about your skill set. It's all about getting creative and finding out what works. These older cameras, especially something like that T2i, you know, that's an old camera, and people can still make that stuff look good. Do your research, look up videos on any camera that you're thinking about buying. You know, find your budget. And like I said, set aside money for lenses. That's what you really want to focus on. Get the camera, get something cheap for now. Don't go out and spend something, you know, really expensive, because you're not going to get a cinematic look just because you got a fancy camera. You got to know how to use it. Remember, somebody had a good phrase. They said something like, if you took like Christopher Nolan and you gave him something like a Canon T2i, and then you gave some little 12-year-old red cinema camera, and you said, go out and shoot something and bring it back to me, and let's see what you can make. Christopher Nolan's going to come out with something amazing, even though it's the Canon T2i, as opposed to this little kid who has the red cinema. It's just all about the skill set and knowing how to use your gear. So just keep that in mind when you're thinking about which camera that you want to buy. But anyways, guys, that's going to wrap it up for this video. Don't forget to like this video, comment down below, let me know what camera you have or what you're thinking about getting. And if you have any questions, yeah, just drop that information down below. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.